Hey y'all, so I'm set up here with a 12-inch kiln shelf and a little bit of bullseye thin fire paper. Normally I work in 96 COE, but over the years I've accidentally ordered 90 COE, as well as been gifted some scraps and stuff. Our friend Katrina, I think of you, Katrina. Thank you so much for sending us these. It was like 5 years ago, but I'm finally getting around to using them. I went through and picked out all the blues, greens, and yellows that were, and any bits of clear that were translucent. And then we have some of this 90 COE clear frit. So I'm going to do an experiment. I want to make some dichroic cabochons. And so I'm going to take all of these little bits and I'm going to start laying out a base layer. I'm going to put some frit on it, and then I'm going to put this sheet glass of dichro on top, dichro side down. Like isn't that pretty though? This is like blue gold on clear, I think was the name. I got it from artglasssupplies.com. This isn't sponsored or anything. I really like their products. But normally, like I said, normally I order 96 COE. I ordered wrong this time. That's okay. I say this time, but I'd ordered it what feels like ages ago. So I'm just coming through and I'm gonna save the clear ones. We're gonna throw this into some time lapse. Alrighty, so I've gotten so far, and I think I'm going to start trimming down some of these pieces to be able to fit them into the little spots that are little gaps and empty spots. Because I think it'll be alright to not, but you know, I just want to see. This is highly experimental, but I'm having fun, and really that's the point. So making sure that I'm not getting any of the snipped bits mixed in with anywhere else in my glass studio, because I don't want to be mixing COEs if I can help it. But yeah, I think those little bit of gaps will be okay. Hopefully. Or they won't. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. Because there's lots of folks here on YouTube they have lots of videos that show you how to do these things correctly. Pardon me, that was loud. But I'm going to show you how to possibly do it incorrectly, but still make it work. So, is my hope and my goal. So I actually went through, I don't know if this is proper or not, but I went through with a pencil and drew on like where the outline of where I need all my situation laid out, and that's very helpful. Took out some of the guesswork and having to pick up the piece and put it back on. So I think from here, any that have like little paint marker, Sharpie scuzzes, I just rub that off. There we go. And isn't that just pretty? Oh, that's so pretty. Wish me luck. We're gonna put this in like this, and then we are going to full fuse this, and we'll see how that comes out. Hopefully it's fantastic. Alrighty, y'all, it is the next morning and I have not opened the kiln yet. Let us see. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is wild. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Let's go get this cleaned up. Oh, oh, that is beautiful. Like that is wild. I cannot wait to see what kinds of I can't even talk. I'm so, woo. So what we've got going on here is I have chunked up all of our dichroic glass into these, you know, I was aiming for a 1/2 inch square. Some of them are a little larger, some of them are a little smaller, some of them are a lot larger or smaller, but we got them all chunked up. And then I also nipped up some of the same colors that we used in the initial melt, but that don't have any of the dichroic glass on them. And so I'm just going to take a piece like this one here, and then I'm going to put it under to try to utilize it. Because again, I'm trying to use up this, you know, 90 COE glass because I don't typically use it. And so, you know, it's kind of, if I don't use it now, when will I? And it's going to help our cabochons to kind of spread a little bit more. And I'm trying to pair, you know, blues with blues and clears with clears. And, well, we don't really have any clears, but like, oh, this next one will be a really great example to show you. Here I have a bit of that 90 COE red, and here I have one that was on top of a red. And so I'm going to stack those together. So again, it's going to hopefully intensify the color differences that we were already experiencing. And yeah, I'm just going to load up the kiln like this, and we're going to run it through another full fuse schedule. So these are our cabochons before their full fuse firing. Y'all, it is the next morning. And look at these cabochons. Oh my goodness, they are so pretty. Ooh. Oh my, which one's your favorite? Oh, I think I like those ones. I think I like that one. They're so pretty. I cannot even get over how gorgeous these stinking dinking cabs are. Oh, look at that one. Ah! Hey y'all, Future Vaughn here. We're going to be sending out these cabochons to our Happy Crafter Club kit members. And then if we have any left over, I'll be listing them up for sale on our website, backtoearthcreations.com. But I just wanted to thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe and all that if you'd like to see more videos on all the different things that we do here in the craft room. And Mr. Putums, how's it going, homie? So we'll see y'all in the next one. Until then, you guys, happy crafting. Mwah. Bye.